What's up? How you doing? Beautiful day today. Beautiful day. Very nice out. Anyway, today we're gonna make beef stew. Big fan of cowboy food. I know I added the L, it's cowboy, but it sounds better with an L for me. So we got a few basic ingredients. We got the olive oil here. Lapis, this is Greek olive oil. This is really good. I've had it many times in the past. I highly recommend it. Garlic, need garlic. So we have mushrooms. I've washed all this stuff. So we have carrots. We have beef stock. Broth, sorry. A couple of them. Good flavor in here. Organic tomato paste. Fresh water. Good onion flavor in here. And we have my favorite pan. Cast iron. Did I mention the bacon? Big fan of Wilshire. So we're gonna cut these pieces of bacon. We're gonna cut the bacon into pieces. Put it in there, let it cook, and then keep it to the side. I'm gonna add it to the beef stew after. Matter of fact, I'll be right back. I have to get my little container. I will be back. All right, I'm back. This is where I want to put the bacon. That's where I want to put the bacon. Man. But such a nice day. First, we're going to start with the bacon, and then we'll do all that stuff. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil, even though I know the bacon will release its own fat, but I like to have a little olive oil in there. We are big consumers of olive oil. Big consumers. Like, I bet you if you take everybody on my block, I probably have as much olive oil as everybody combined. Can't have too much. Maybe you can, I don't know. All right, add a little bit. Beautiful color, nice and green. That's a good quality olive oil. Great smell. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Lapis or La Paz. Where's the opening to this? Down here. I'm telling you, today is so nice. Oh, they don't make these easier to open. It's like when you buy a CD by using a knife. Put it on low, I don't want to burn it. Good bacon. Very good smell. Got that hickory. Put it there. If it weighs a ton, it's what a father said to his younger son, or something like that. Paul McCartney, Flowers in the Dirt. So we cut here. Yeah, Rich bacon. You can smell that's really good. All right. I know they say that if you have really chapped hands, like, you know, maybe you're in Alaska shoveling and your hands get chapped, pig fat, and then you wrap it around in like not styrofoam, that wrap, the saran wrap. Oh yeah, the sizzle. Remember that commercial in the 70s there? Don't bring home the bacon, think lean. Bring home the sizzling. I think they made that out of turkey or something. Which is, you know, fine. I've had turkey bacon before. It's not really bacon. But I really like duck bacon. I've had that. Costs like double, more than double, because you get half. Anyway, I have to get my mixing stick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Now you cannot beat the smell of bacon. You know what smells horrible? Cabbage. Cabbage. Not a fan of that. That smell reminds me of Deer Island. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Now, you know, I'm going to cut down the onions and the carrots. This is what you do to a Christmas tree. You cut the bottoms off so that the water can absorb into the tree. Very good. A little drinky poo here. So we cut these in half so that they're flat and they don't roll off the table. And I never pick them up after. I mean, I pick them up to throw them out, but not to eat them. There's one. 2. When I was a kid, I was like the Dorito man. I would always bring a bag of Doritos for lunch, and then during recess, you know, you walk around with the bag eating them, and then everybody from your class comes up to you and says, "Can I have a chip?" And before you know it, you've only had 3 or 4 chips out of the whole thing, and everybody else is eating the whole thing for you. So, but what are you gonna do? Anyway, we're gonna cut these. They still jump around. They're like Mexican jumping beans. Remember those? I used to get those when I was a kid. Mexican jumping beans. They're not that bad. Now these are chubby here, so I'm gonna cut them again in half. All right. All right, here we go. We continue here. I'm gonna bring the bacon inside, put it in the refrigerator, the rest of it, and I will be back in a brief moment, which will be in the future from now, but when I'm here, it'll be in the present. We always live in the present. Always. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. The bacon is done. Good flavor. Wow, that's intense. Okay, so I'm gonna add these carrots in here. Now we cut the onion. This is very good. Very good smell there. Alright, that's ready. We're going to put it in here. And then we're going to put the mushrooms and cook them. Okay, now I'm going to clear it out a little bit and add the mushrooms. All right, now we add garlic. So I'm going to put 3. They're a good size. I could put 5, I could put 6, even better, but And actually this one is 2 in here, so. One big one and one baby one. Okay, we're going to chop it up a little bit. Not too thin. I don't want them to burn. Okay. That's a good combination, mushrooms and garlic. Smells awesome. But I'm just gonna lightly cook the garlic. Very good, very pleasant smell. Smells like you're in an Italian restaurant there. When I go to Palermo and I sit down to have some Italian food, that's what it smells like. They bring me my garlic, my mushrooms, my pasta, my sauce. Delicious. Alright, give it a little twirl here. That's it for that. Now we put it in here with the rest. So I cook this stuff in olive oil. Alright, this is the wine Bonanza that we're going to use. Going to put about, I don't know, a cup to cook with the beef stew. Put all those flavors together, and got to cook it for a while. So we have the I use beef chuck. or beef Charlie, whatever. Right here, I don't know if I can. I got organic. We got to cut these up into cubes now and begin the process of browning it up in the pan first. Got a nice string keeping it together. Get that. I think it's edible, right? Alright, I think there's more than enough meat here. But you never know. So we're gonna cut this in half first. This one's a little bit thicker. Just follow the cracks, and I trim the fat down. I'm not a. All right, we're done with the cutting. That's the meat right there. So trimmed it. Now we're gonna brown it up. Gonna add a little bit of olive oil, just a little bit. And then we're gonna brown the meat on all sides. And I may have to do it a couple of times because there's a lot of meat there. Get that. So, add a little. And by the way, it's very, very important that you dry the meat with a paper towel or whatever towel, not a mechanic's towel. Dry it so that when you put it in the oil, it doesn't boil or steam up. All right, crank it up. That's enough, 'cause that won't fit. So once it browns up, you take it off, give it a little bit of a crust first, and then put the second batch in. Wash my hands. All right, those are done. And we put the next batch in. All right, everything is done. Now we put it all together. That's good quality meat. Have to stand up. All right, so I've added a little bit more olive oil on the base because that's the way I like it, with extra olive oil. And now we're gonna add all the onions, the garlic, the carrots, the bacon. That's great flavor. We mix it all in there. Wow, that smells, it's not 100% cooked yet because the meat is still raw, but very, very tasty smell. Very nice. All right, now we're gonna add Bonanza wine, which I highly recommend. I had it one time, made a video about it. Don't drink and drive. Everything in moderation with alcohol. You don't want to drink to the point where you can't find your room at night and you end up sleeping on a park bench. And if you're driving, you know, one drink per hour up to a point, you'll be sitting there all day, 24 hours, drinking all day. A couple of drinks, 2 hours, go home, or stay home and drink whatever you want. But moderation. But this, we don't drink this right now. It's gonna boil off. We'll add a little bit of this. Good enough. Maybe a drop more. That smells good. If you see Bonanza wine, very reasonably priced. And great flavor. All right, so we're gonna flip them out. Power on. All right, now we're going to add the beef broth. And water, you want to get it up to a certain point. You want to have a couple of inches covering the whole thing. Plus, when this all warms up, I want to add the tomato paste. All right, that's pretty much it. So now the fire is the other ingredient, and bay leaves. I got to get some bay leaves from inside. I put 3 of them, or 3 depending on where you're from. Give it a twirl here. Okay, now I will open this up. I don't have the can opener, so I'll go inside, get the can opener, and get the bay leaves, a few spices, and we're good to go. 2 hours. Cook it. First bring it to a boil, right? You don't want to be like a Momo waiting here 3 hours for it to come to a boil. Bring it to a boil on high. Once it starts boiling, lower it down so that it simmers. And then wait a couple of hours and serve. I'm back with the can opener, but I forgot the spoon, so what are you gonna do? You gotta go back. Don't have a spoon out here. Bay leaves. I'll put 3. I need a spoon. I don't want to use the fingers. In the 5th grade, I had a friend of mine. His name was William, and some of the kids would bring pudding and they wouldn't eat it, and he would say, "Oh, I'll eat it," but he would use his 2 fingers. It was disgusting. Dig them in and lick them and put them back in. It was very, very gross. And then he'd go touch people. So maybe he still does that. I don't know. All right, I gotta get a spoon. I'll be right back. Got the spoon. Now we're gonna put about that much. You want to put more, fine. You want to put less, fine. The way you like it. Okay. So when you're done with this, put a tin foil on top, put it in the fridge, and use it within 3, 4, 5 days. So I've added the salt, the pepper, put a little bit of cumin in there, and the bay leaves, and everything that's in here. Bold flavor. Alright, that's it for now. 2 hours from now, we'll probably 2.5 hours, we'll be eating. We're not going to eat it right off the fire. So, ciao.